So why did the backpacker carry a flashlight? Okay, so what we're going to do is find, what we're going to do is find the greatest common factor between 20x squared and 36x. Now I do factoring differently than a lot of people. I don't use the trees, I use half boxes. So if I look at 20x squared, I put a half box around it like this, and then I look at the number. Does 2 go into 20? Yeah, so 2 goes in 10 times, and I still have an x squared left over. 10's even, so 2 goes in again. I have 5x squared. 5 goes in there 1 time, and I still have an x squared. I have an x. 1x is left. I have another x, and there's a 1. I have fully factored the number when I have a 1 at the bottom. So I don't use the trees, because you have a tendency to lose leaves. 36x, it's also even, so I have 18x, even, 9x, 3, 3x, 3, 1x, and just 1x there, and so I'm left with 1. Both of those numbers are fully factored. A couple ways you can do it. I showed you one way. Here's another one. I have 2 in common, I have 2 in common, and I have an x in common. Okay? So 2 times 2 is 4 and x. So our greatest common factor is 4x. Oops, can't see it. You good on that? 4x, and then what's left over of the 20x squared? 5x plus 9. See how we factored it? Sure. There's how we factored it. You see what's common? So the 2's are common, the x is common. Multiply them together. Remember, factors just multiply together. So to find the greatest common factor, find what they have in common. And then whatever's left over gets thrown in parentheses using the distributive property. Kind of the undistributive property is what we just did. We undistributed it. Does that make sense? You can take it in pieces. So now, if you look at, you have it now? I'll give you the paper. Deal? So now, if you look at one like A, on the other side I did A's. That's because I wanted you all to get them. B's, 3a squared b squared, okay, plus 18ab to the third minus 33b to the fourth. What do the numbers have in common?
Not 3.
They all have a 3, right? Pull it out. Do they all have A's?
Yeah. No.
No, the third term does not. Okay? They all have B's though. How many B's do they all have?
3.
There's 2 here. Are there 2 here? Yeah, there's 3 here, so there's at least 2. Are there 2 here? So they have b squared in common. We can factor it out. I just want to show you a shortcut. Okay? Draw your parentheses. What's left after we take 3b squared out of the first term?
Positive 18.
Just a squared. First term. So we're only looking at this plus this minus this. We're taking out common factors. Okay? So after we take 3b squared out of 18ab to the third, what do we have left?
A. Oh, no.
3 times what is 18?
6.
We don't have an A, so we better leave the A. B squared times what is B to the third?
I don't know. 1.
B squared times what makes B to the third?
1.
How many B's? 1B, right? Because B squared times B equals B to the third. Okay? 3 times what
11.
equals 33?
11.
B squared times what
2.
equals B to the fourth? B to the
2nd.
second.
Yay.
And that's how you find the common factor. Okay?
Easy.
It is actually. But you just have to think about it. On the bottom half, I'll share it with you. On the bottom half, look at O. What happens if you have 8t plus 12 over 4? Does the fraction apply to everything? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. So let's look at it this way. 8t over 4 plus 12 over 4.
I know what it means.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Sure. So, can you simplify 8 and 4?
Yeah.
How many 4s in 8?
2.
2t plus, how many 4s in 12?
3.
3.
And that's your answer.
Aha, I got it right.
Great. Simplifying in fractions is easy. We don't want you to know that because we want to keep you afraid of it. No. It's actually very easy. Look at the D. Oh, actually, let's look at H underneath it. 4t to the third, I keep overshooting it, plus 18t squared minus 10t over 2t. How many 2's in 4?
8.
How many 2's in 4?
2.
How many t's in t to the third?
2.
2.
So t to the second. Plus, how many 2's in 18?
9.
How many t's in t squared?
1.
T to the
Hey.
first, but we don't write t to the first. Minus, how many 2's
5.
in 10?
5. 5.
How many t's in t?
1.
1, so you leave it alone.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yay. Here, high five.
Easy stuff?
Yes.
You didn't know factoring or simplifying polynomial fractions
That's easy.
could be so easy.
So incredibly easy. Even my mom can do it.
12ab squared minus 40a squared b
I can't
over
see.
4ab. You heard it.
But I
4's in 12. 3, a and a. Leave it alone. B's in b squared. How many b's in b squared?
1.
1.
So leave 1. Okay? Minus 4's in 40.
10.
10.
A's in a squared.
1.
1.
B's in b. Just, it leaves alone. It becomes a big one. And you've simplified it. We in good shape on simplifying? Finding common factors? Okay.